So whatever the topics we have seen till now that are as it is in Angular 18, no difference is there. Little bit syntax or what we can say how Angular is in new version is different. But whatever you know till now, that will be same as it is. There will be a no change. Okay. Little bit change will be there that we will be seeing. Okay. Now I have to create a new project first. So we can use this folder. Let's open a command prompt ng new 18. Just a name I am giving. Enter. So by default, it will ask you like the CSS framework. Then it will ask you like, do you need a server side rendering or not? So we just have to say new and press enter. Okay. So now it is installing the packages. Let's open this particular folder. Right click, new window. Again, it's not a new language. It's the same language. Some new things are there that only we need to keep in mind. Okay. Now, if you see the overall folder structure is same. We got this package.json, angular.json, git config, right? Extra folder is like we got public folder something. Okay. Then in src folder, we got app folder, index.html, main.ts, style dots. Remaining things are same. Now inside, let me share it again. Okay. So in older version, we used to have that app module, but now in Angular 18 means from Angular 17 plus, we don't have app module. The replacement of app module is app config. It's not a complete replacement, just a short version of app module. Okay. So app dot module dot ts replacement is app dot config dot ts. Okay. Then in older version, we used to have a routing file also, app routing module.ts. But now app routing module.ts file. This file is got replaced with app route.ts. Okay. Inside app folder, we have these two changes. We don't get that app module.ts. Instead of it, now we have app config.ts. This is how your app config.ts looks like. Okay. Now app route.ts. This is where we create the route. It's just a constant file. Okay. Anjali might have explained little bit. Again, we will see like what is constant and everything. But it's just a constant file. It's just a file where we are going to keep our array of routes. Okay. Now, how do we create route? Everything will be stays the same. In older version, we used to had the module file, but here it's just a constant file. Okay. Wait, why it is not installing? Just a minute. Let me start again. cd dot. Why it's not installing? CMD. Let it install. Okay. So inside app folder, we have two major changes. App module is not there and app routing module.ts is not there. So these are the new file. Now from Angular 17 or 18, we have got standalone. Okay. We have got standalone component. When I mean standalone means components are individual. They are not dependent on your project. They are independent. That is the simplest meaning of standalone. Components are independent of outside folders. Means that component is not registered anywhere. In older version, whenever we used to create the component, that component used to get added in our app module, right? There was no component in our Angular project which was not there in the app module registered. But from Angular 17, all components are by default standalone. Means all the components are independent. As I told you, like we don't have app module. So there is no need to register your component anywhere. Okay. So see now in app folder, what I will do, I will create a folder. Let's say pages. Now in pages folder, I will create a component. Ng generate component, let's say user. Enter. So see what it has done. It has only created 4 files. It has not updated any file. In older version, it used to update the app module.ts. Okay. Let's create one more admin. So we have created two components, user and the admin. Let's open it. If we open this .ts, now you can see this is the extra thing what we got in the component decorator. That is standalone true. Remaining things are same. Okay. Remaining things are same. Now, what are the major things? From Angular 17, we don't have app module.ts. We don't have app routing module.ts. We have app config.ts, and here we have app router.ts. Okay. After that, major thing is from Angular 17, from 17 onwards, as I said, we don't have app module, right? Now, if you have to use one component into another, let's say you need to use this user component into your app component, it's like you are using one component into another component. Correct now? Getting everyone? What I'm trying to tell you? What I want to do is in app component, I want to display admin component. How we will display that? How to render admin component into app component?
Using the selector.
Right? In previous version, if we have to use one component to another, we can directly use that, right? Let's try it the same way. If I copy this and if I paste it over here, why it's not giving error? Okay, we didn't run the project yet. Let's run the project first. NGS. Let it run. Okay. So now here it is not giving error, but if I try to access the application, on which port it is running? See, by default, it is giving error on line number 3 in app component.html, app admin. It is giving error. It's not understanding this app admin. Okay. So now new rule. Whatever you are going to use in your particular component, you need to import that. Listen one more time. Whatever you are going to use in your particular component, whatever you are going to use, you need to first import that, then only you can use it. Okay. From 17 onward, whatever you want to use, import it. This is the only rule. If you understand this rule, that's it. Remaining Angular is the same. Nothing difference. Whatever you are going to use in a particular component, you have to import it. So as I said, like I want to use admin component into my app component. So in my app component, first I need to import in the import. Here, what I will import? Admin component. Admin. Let it load. Admin component. Once I save, see now application compiled successfully. See, admin works printed. Sorry.
Sir, previously we have used imported everything in the app module and
Right.
routed
So
everything in the router file.
previously we had app module, means by default all
Yes.
the component were available across your application. So anywhere you
Yes.
can use it. But now we don't have app module. All components are standalone, individual. So if you have to
Correct.
use something, import that, use it. Got it now?
Yeah. Okay.
Because previously all components were available globally. You can use it anywhere.
Correct.
But now we don't have app module. Na? Components are not registered anywhere globally. So
Yeah.
wherever you have to use it, import it and use it. That's it.
But it is again, let's say, in the bulk,
Yeah. That
in the modular way, it is going to
modular way, it is, we can say
not
like it
good
is going
approach.
to
Uh,
disturb, but obviously we have to manage that. Okay.
okay.
Some advantages are also there and some disadvantages are also there. Okay.
Mm.
So again, let's say if I try to use app user, where is the user selector? User only. Okay. Still again, I will get the error. See, in the compilation, I get the error. Okay. Because I didn't imported the user component. So once we import the user component, then we will be able to load it. Save. Okay. Clear, everyone? So whatever you are going to use, first you need to import it, then only you can use it. Okay. So we have seen this rule in accordance with the component. Now routing. Let's say here I will get the anchor tag. Okay. Now in anchor tag, what I need to do, let's create the route first. Remaining things are same. Okay. Path, everything same. Let's say user component. This is first route. Path, admin component, admin component. Okay, so I have created two routes. Now what I need to do here, I will add two anchor tags. Let's remove the selector and here we will have router outlet. Okay, and here let's say user, then we will have admin. Now, so by default, we got this user and the admin. What I need to do, on click of this anchor tag, I need to navigate to the user route. So what we will use, router link like this slash our router link route, that is user, and then admin route. Like this we do navigation using
Yes.
router link. Let's
Yes.
just save and check if we are able to do the navigation. So see, nothing is happening. Why? Nothing is happening. Why? Router link is also here. Perfect only. Why it's not navigating? Again, remember the first rule. Whatever you want to use, you need to import it. What currently what we are trying to use?
Router link.
Route link.
Router link. So you need to import it.
App.
Okay. Everything. Everything you need to import it. Then only it will work. See now, it is looking like. Getting it? Now it
I
started
have a
working.
question.
Yeah.
Yes. The app router is available in the app component only. So why do we have to import it?
No, routes are only available. Routes.
Yes. Yes. App dot routes. Yeah.
This is not route. No, this is router link. It's a directive.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes. This
Globally
is the
only
Angular
routes are
provided.
available. It's a directive. No, if you are going to use router link, obviously you need to import it. Previously in older version, everything was globally available. You don't.
In the app module itself, we have
Yeah. Everything
available.
was there. You don't need to import router link, router outlet, right? But now whatever you have to use it, you need to import it. Then only you can use it. Clear?
Yes.
So it doesn't matter. It is a let me show you again. So two things we have seen. This rule applies to component and router link also. Okay. Now see in admin component, what I will do, I will create a variable first name string. Okay. This variable I will try to print it in my p tag. Okay. I want to use uppercase pipe. How do we use it? Directly uppercase, right? But it won't work. No pipe found with uppercase. Again, rules go the same. You are trying to use pipe, so import it. What is the pipe name which we want to use? Uppercase. Now, if you save it, see, now pipe works. Now understood? Either it is a component, either it is a directive, either router link, router outlet, or even pipe also. If you are using anything, import it and use it.
Okay.
Sir, normally till 17 we used to like even in the module file we used to not import this uppercase, right?
No, it was by
Like
default available.
oh,
It was globally available in the older structure. But now they have removed it.
Yes,
Nothing is available globally. If you want to use it, then only you will import it and use it.
sir. From which version it is getting
70.
total updated?
70.
17,
Yes.
17, 18, and the next one. Okay.
Next one, everything.
Mhm.
Understood, Dipti? By default, in previous project, it was globally available in your project. It was not mentioned in app module also, but it was globally available.
oh, okay, sir.
Even though
Sir,
you are
then
not using it, still it was there. But now they have removed it. If you want to use it, then only you import it and use it. Yeah.
So
okay.
what would you suggest, sir? Like, which one is better, Angular 14, the previous version,
It's
or
not
the
like that.
latest version?
New thing only we need to be aware. Because
Okay.
if your company is going to start a new project, obviously they are going to choose the latest version.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, then when we do the migrations from uh, previous version to latest, if 17 or 18, then
Mm.
all of these we should change, right, sir? These imports and all.
It will automatically
Uh,
change. We don't have to do it. We do that ng update now
uh,
to upgrade the project. It will do that.
yes, sir.
We don't have to manually do it.
Um,
Okay. With
like
ng update, everything will be updated.
Yes.
Okay. If it is just some whole bigger thing, let's say like Flipkart, Amazon, and all, so
No,
will
no.
it update
Obviously,
everything?
it won't update like that. Basic Angular code, it will update. But if you are using third-party libraries and everything, if third-party libraries are not compatible with the latest version, how it is going to convert, right?
Hmm. Correct. Correct.
Normally, those
uh,
kind of
uh,
projects don't get converted.
Third party sub libraries in the sense the npm libraries, right?
Yes. Let's say Prime
So
NG,
npm
Material,
packages.
Toaster, if you are using third-party library and the latest Angular version, they are not supporting. So you might face issue.
Mhm.
Yeah, Dipti.
sir, like previously, only HTTP we used to change to HTTP client.
Hmm.
Some words we used to manually change, right, sir? So is it like that? We have to give the imports
Hmm. I didn't get it.
every like
Okay,
HTTP
means
client module from previous version to next version. If it is not supporting,
hmm.
only that names we used to change, right, manually. So is it the imports, if it
No,
is like,
imports are same. Imports are not change. I didn't get your question then.
okay, sir. Like all the physical, like when we update the code,
Hmm.
normally in the
You are talking about project
proxy dot
update.
Yes, sir. Project update. Yes.
Mhm.
So when we update the code, everything gets updated here. JSON files in Angular.json, anything like that will get updated. But any small words, if we want to change, like in this now, if we are importing from one file,
Mhm.
like the admin, if you want to import into some other file,
That
will
manually
it
you
get?
have to do. That
Okay,
manually you
okay.
have to do. Okay.
Oh,
It will change the structure, means how this standalone it will add, right?
mm-mm.
This imports, obviously it is not going to add every import. You need to manually check it, because how Angular is not going to
It
understand how it's not going to check all the HTML part, na? That
yes, sir.
part manually you have to do, because I also haven't migrated any project into Angular 17. Up to 16, everyone has done it, but after 16, no one has
Mm,
dared to convert it to Angular 17, because so many changes we have to manually do it, because it's completely different. Then from
So how
17
to
to 18,
handle,
hmm,
yes, sir, how to tackle that kind of scenarios if we wanted to update from in the
manually
bigger,
every component we will get the error. Like for
yeah,
if we are using uppercase and that import is not there, we
mm,
get the error, na? So
correct,
manually we
correct.
one by one we solve the issues.
Okay.
Yeah. Up to 16 na, you won't face major issues. But from 16 to 17, I'm also not aware like how many issues we might
I
get.
think like the 17 is the major version which has.
After 17 to 18, again it's easy because structure is same. Okay.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, what is the benefit of using the standalone component? Because we are writing like so many imports in every component, right?
No, so we can don't focus on that imports like you will be writing. You can create a separate file, module file, and put your common imports there. And that import you will use into your component. That's not a major thing. Don't think like you will be adding so many imports over here, so it might be increasing the reducing the performance. No, this import you can put it in a separate file, and that file reference you will put it over here. Okay. Standalone as in you are not disturbing your whole application. Each component has his, what do I say own set of rules, what that component needs, what are the dependencies of that component, what services that component is using. Everything it has in his component only. It's not disturbing overall project. Okay. You guys won't be in that position to understand the whole picture. But standalone has so many uses which traditional application doesn't have. When we build the application, so there is so many things happening behind the scene when we build our Angular application. But if your components are standalone, so Angular builder means Webpack or White doesn't have to find the links of the component, where it is getting means that Angular tree structure is getting created. So in building, standalone components looks very easy as a performance wise. Okay. Still, again, I said like no one has created new project with Angular 17 yet. No one wants to dare that. Everyone is stick with Angular 16, but somehow they will start with Angular 17 once they also, because everyone has the same question like Sarobas, like why everywhere we need to import, right? But that is just an easy thing. That's not much. But everyone wants to think like why, if every components are standalone, then where is the module? How we are going to have common set of components? How we are going to do that? Everyone has the question. So like no one has it started any new project yet. Okay. But wait, we need to have a knowledge of new things. So whatever we can learn, be ready with it. Okay. Because if it's a small project now, it's okay. But when we talk about bigger project now, it's let's say around 200 and 300 components are there and all are standalone. How to figure out like which component where we are to use, where dependency are there. It sometimes it get complicated. Okay, but for now forget about that. So first thing, we don't have app module, we got app config. Okay, app routing module is not there, we got app router.ts. Now from 17 onward, whatever you have to use, you need to import it, then only you can use it. Either it is a component, pipe, what else we saw? Directives. Okay. Now, if you have to use ngIf, see, we have a div. If I have to use star ngIf, let's create a variable, or let's just compare this variable equal to Rahul. Okay. Here only I will get the error. See, it's not recognizing ngIf also. What is the error? ngIf directive was used in the template, but neither ngIf directive or common module was imported. Okay. So we cannot directly use ngIf also. So to do that, comma ngIf, like this we can do. Let's save. Now you can see it got compiled successfully. Either you can use ngIf or you can directly use common module. Everything is inside the common module. Okay. But let's say in a component you are going to only use ngIf. So you can directly import the ngIf also. And if you are going to use ngIf also, ngFor also, ng class. So instead of importing manually, you can just import the whole bunch, common module. Everything, ngIf, ngFor will be inside this. Clear? So this is the only rule you need to understand. Whatever you are going to use, you need to import it. Then only you can use it.
So
Sometimes
then
it
for
will give you error. Yeah.
oh, sorry, for input output parameters also, then we have to import them also, right?
No, input output normally we import only, no? Here you are telling me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
If we want to make it a input parameter.
Previously also we were importing, no? Like this. Without import, we cannot write, no?
Yes,
Previously also.
sir. Here in imports, we need to mention it or not needed?
It is there, no? Without import, how you will recognize this?
In the import section, do we need to
No,
import
no, no,
that
no, no, no,
input?
no, 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 no.
Yeah, that is the question.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. Something you are using in HTML. Okay.
Oh, okay, got it.
In .ts
So if
we directly imported na over here, so we can use it. Okay.
okay, if we are using something in HTML, that also we need to
Right.
import it.
Means
Okay.
how HTML you are using ngIf, but how it will understand what is ngIf. So if you have common module or ngIf, then only it will understand like this is ngIf directive. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir, what does that contains the common module? Does it contain everything like
Everything.
the structural directives and
Yeah,
pipes and all?
everything.
Without importing the each particular thing, we
Right.
can directly import the common
Correct.
module.
Yes. But let's say in a particular component, you are just going to use a uppercase pipe. Then why to import the common module? Na? Just use a particular thing.
Hmm.
Why you are again burdening your whole component? Got it?
Okay.
But let's say 2 or 3 common things you are using. So instead of again importing everything, you can use the common module. Clear?
Clear.
Okay. Then, so this is about importing. Then major changes, we don't have app module. So if we have to make use of forms module, where you will add? In the import only. Here only forms module you will add. Okay. There is forms. Okay. Here only you will in the forms module, reactive form module, everything in the import only. Whatever the import you used to do in app module, that you will do in your component import. That's it. Now, for API call, in provider section, you need to add provide HTTP client. Provide HTTP client. Okay. In previous version, what we did in our app module, HTTP client module we added to make API call, right? That thing is replaced by this provide HTTP client in our provider section in app config. Then normally your HTTP client service you will create. Okay. Remaining things are same. But in older version, in app module, we used to add HTTP client module. Now new thing is provide HTTP client. That's it. These are majorly changes.
Do we need to import this in the app component and some other components? This
No.
HTTP client.
No.
Okay.
This
This is the
provide
dynamic
HTTP
one
client.
over here.
Yeah, provide HTTP client.
Okay, everywhere it will get imported automatically.
Yes. No, means if you have to create make the API call, obviously you need to create that HTTP client service. No,
Again, we have to create import it again here.
no, that is HTTP client. Private HTTP. This you will create, no?
Yes, this we
Correct.
will create.
But if you
Yes.
don't do this, you won't be able to make use of this. Okay. This is
Yeah,
simple.
this is provide HTTP client. We cannot import in the standalone
No.
component.
This should be done in the app config level only. This you
Okay.
cannot do in your component level. On component level, you will just directly create the instance of your HTTP client service. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Clear all? So these are the major changes we have in Angular from Angular 17. Okay. So just try to create a project and try to do whatever we have done till now. Tomorrow we will start new things what we have got, that is control flow statement and everything. Okay. But today try to at least give a round of hand to all the things whatever we have seen. Just create a new project and try all that.
So you mentioned like with the output parameter, you will render a table and
Okay.
something like a form array.
Yeah, reusable table, I told you, right? Okay, now
Yes.
we will see that in that project only. First, as we have started Angular 18, so let's complete that first. Okay.